And it looks like we're live here. So, wow, this is going to be a little bit of an unusual live stream. I see. Wow, this is excellent, man. I'm not at home. Hey, Jim, welcome to the program. I'm not at home, so I'm actually out. I wasn't able to make it home, but I said I got to do this program today. And I didn't know if this was going to work out. So far, it's working out. I might have some Wi-Fi interruptions, but it's okay because we're going to make some things happen here. So before we get started, my friend, I have a question that I want to ask on this episode. And also, there's something that I want to share with you because I'm thinking about changing the name of Sunday Night Alive Power Hour. So I was going to say, welcome to another episode of Sunday Night Alive Power Hour. But today, I'm going to say, welcome to another fresh episode of Sunday You Be Alive Power Hour with your host, Soldier of Self-Mastery, aka Soldier of Self-Mastery, aka Santos Rolon Jr, straight out of Stockton, California. I'm excited to be here with you today. I'm excited. I'm privileged. It's an honor to be here on this episode. And you know, what I want to start out with, I want to ask you one question before I even get into all this because I've got so much going on in my mind. If I was to ask you to describe yourself to me, if I was in front of you or if I was on the phone and I was to ask you, describe yourself, describe your life to me, how would that experience be? Would that experience take you back a little bit? Might have challenged you a little bit? You know, when you think about that experience, it's a little bit strange. It is. It could be very, very empowering, or it could be very strange. I went through that experience the other day, and that's what I was thinking about on this episode. I really want you to think about your life. I want you to think about the journey that you're on, because the truth is in this world we have so much uncertainty. There is so much uncertainty going on in this world, right? And what is it that we want? We want to find meaning. You and I want to find meaning on this journey that we're on. We want to find, we want to find purpose. We want to find plan, or have a plan, have something going on, right? It's really difficult to basically live life without any meaning, any purpose, any goal. So that's what we're going to get into on this program today here. I'm going to do my best to keep us live. I know that I'm not in the studio, and I'm probably in somebody's backyard. I don't know where I'm at here. But anyways, we're going to do this because I've got some data going on. So I want to ask you a question before I get started here. Is it important to have a vision, my friend? Is it important to have a vision today? Is it important to have some meaning to your life in this world of uncertainty? Is that important to you? It's important to me, and that's what we're going to get into here. So this is episode 110 of, what did I call this again? I labeled this Sunday You Be Alive Power Hour with your whole Soldier of Self-Mastery. Okay, I want to read a proverb real quick here before we get into this. And then if you have any questions, I don't see anything in the chat. Live chat is on, and I do see, oh, there we go. Man, I got to acknowledge you guys. Jim, welcome. Nahil, welcome. Fitness, hey, welcome to the program. Sean, good day, Santos. Name the episode Your Best Life. Let me see. He says, Your Best Life Living Free Now. I am awesome, free, and having a positive mind, 58 days free, and I am very fantastic. That's good to know, Sean. Thank you for sharing that, man. I appreciate that. Jim says, describe myself 2020, focus on intentional thoughts and actions. There you go. And Madeline Morales, good evening. There's a few other people here. And again, I want to just welcome Nahil. I want to thank you. Let me get into the proverb real quick here, because it's very important for us to really think about these things. 1 Corinthians 2:9, it says, but as it is written, eye hath not seen nor ear heard, neither hath entered into the heart of man what God has prepared for them that love him. That's an interesting verse, 1 Corinthians 2:9. We're talking about finding purpose, finding meaning, having some kind of vision, having some kind of direction for ourselves. Is that important today? Is it important for you? Is it important for you to find meaning? This world, I mean, look at what's happening, right? If you've watched a little bit of the news, we've had some great challenges with the president and the democracy and the Republicans. We've got an issue going on right now with this thing in China that's spreading like mosquitoes. We've got all of these things. In fact, I was watching a little bit of the news. In fact, there's a place called Macau. Let me see. There's a place called Macau in China that is supposed to be like greater than Las Vegas. And huge casinos, I guess. They've been shut down. Not completely. They haven't been shut down completely. But there's all kinds of things going on, my friends. I keep losing the chat, so I don't see. Let me see if anything's going on here. If you have a question, you've got something that you want to share, thank you for sharing that. Describe myself 2020. But let me ask you, is it important to know who you are? Is it important to have, some meaning in your life? Let me see. Is it important to have a vision, a goal, a direction of some kind, a path, even if it's a little step? I was thinking about this morning, that we write things down. Man, I'm trying to keep the chat on. We write things down, but we don't go back and we don't reflect on those things. Have you written something down that you maybe put in a book and threw away, you let go? And I often think about, what if something that you would have written like 6 months ago or even a month ago, and you could have kept that, and it would have been a solution or an idea for something that you're going through, that you're facing right now. I don't know how you guys feel, but if you're going to find purpose and meaning, it's going to take some effort. It's going to take some work. And we're going to talk a little bit about that here towards the end. I'm not going to be here that long on this episode. Sunday, You Be Alive Power Hour. That's what I'm naming. Sunday, You Be Alive Power Hour. I don't know what you guys think. Let me see. Jesse, what does Jesse say? The hook is loose. Hi, Santos. Hey, the hook is loose, right? That is fantastic, Jesse. Man, just being away from the things that harm us day by day is a challenge in and of itself. And it's hard to do these things if you don't have meaning in your life. It really is. It's hard to fight. It's hard to get out of the jungle, where all those wild things are. If you watched my video the other day, in the jungle, there's creatures, right? In your jungle, there's creatures with long claws, and they have fangs, and they're hideous. You know what I'm talking about? Those creatures that are hanging out in your jungle. They're all over the place, man. We have to get out of there. We have to find meaning in order to be able to fight these things, these challenges, these experiences that we don't want. In order to fight them, you got to have a determination. And how do you get some determination if you feel like you don't have any meaning, or you don't have a plan, or even if it's just one step, man? You know what I mean? It's better to have, in the insurance industry, we say this a lot. It's better to have a little coverage than no coverage at all. And lately, I've been really questioning everything that I'm going through. Thank you for sharing that, Jesse. I've been really questioning everything, because life is not getting. Let me tell you something. I don't think life is getting easier. I don't believe that life is getting easier. I believe that life is becoming more challenging, but you and we have to get stronger on the inside. The more that we plan, the more that we focus, the more that we think about having something in front of us, right? Finding what is your purpose, right? Finding what, like I said earlier, the question, if I sat in front of you and I asked you and I said, you know what, can you describe your life? Now, I don't want you guys to tell me here, but can you describe your life? The other day, I was in an interview with a female, very attractive young female, and I really thought I had it all together, man. I really did. And she said, can you tell me, can you describe yourself? Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? And let me tell you, man, I blew it. I blew it. That was an experience that I really learned from. You have to really work on yourself. You have to plan. You have to be disciplined. In fact, by the way, you may say, well, I'm not disciplined. You are disciplined because you're doing something every single day, my friend. So you are disciplined. Don't lie to yourself, and don't go by that notion that you're not disciplined. I keep moving because I'm trying to keep the chat live. Welcome, Laura. I'm actually streaming live from my car. I'm not at home. I couldn't make so we're doing the program here, and I keep losing the chat for some reason. Man, it'd be nice to be able to keep the chat live. That's why I keep moving. So we're talking about discipline and the rituals, and we're talking about describing ourselves, right? If I were to ask you, anyways, whoa, be easy, buddy. Car just took off, wasting gas. I sat in front of this young lady and I kind of poured what I thought. I described myself in front of this young lady. Well, I blew an opportunity is what I did, because I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared for that experience, and I took it on anyways. But I learned a valuable lesson that you have to know who you are, man. In this world of uncertainty, in this world of traps, in this world of discouragement, in this world of difficulties, you have to know, you have to have some kind of an idea of who you are and what it is that you want. Mark, welcome. Sean says, thank you. It's focusing on what you're saying to yourself. Jim says, the purpose of life is to make this world a better place. It starts with me making myself better to reach that goal. That's right, Jim. That's true. And that is true. We have to, it's like, I feel like sometimes I'm living like in a jungle, right? There's a song that calls it the concrete jungle. I feel like I'm living in a jungle, and just when I feel like I'm getting to the clearing, there's still things that I have to deal with. There are these creatures, right? These figures, these experiences that you and I go through. And it's really hard to fight when you don't feel like you have purpose. People give up. Problem gamblers give up on themselves. People that have addictions, you must fight. You must, if you want something different, you have to do something different, right? If you want something different, if you want a different result, if you want a different experience in life, you have to do something. So I want each and every one of you guys to go out and practice on mock interviews so that you can describe yourself. No, I'm just joking. I don't know, it might be a good challenge for you. I know that it is for me. Every morning I'm always doing stuff to help myself become better, right? I want to reach youth, I want to reach adults, I want to reach people in between. I want to reach thousands of people. And this is a big thing that I've got going on. This is a big mission that I've got going on. I get calls, I get emails, I get the comments. I know there's people that are really, really struggling, super terribly struggling. They're in darkness, they're drowning, they're in the jungle, they're fighting these creatures. It's a bad thing, it's a bad experience. I know some of you are. Some of you that do come to this channel. Now, I'm hoping that those of you that are here with me today on this Sunday, you're thinking about your life, you're thinking about what you need to do, what you're going to be, what you plan on doing in order to get to that next level. We all have a unique ability. We all have a unique purpose. You have a unique purpose. And we write things down, but we don't go back. I mean, when was the last time that you went back and looked at what you wrote on a piece of paper a couple days ago, or last week, or even this morning? When was the last time? In fact, tell me about your rituals. What rewards are your rituals giving you? Now don't answer, just think about it. What rewards are your rituals giving you? What are they providing for you? It's an interesting question to think about it, right? What are my rituals? Because you're doing rituals, my friend. Santos, I'm not doing rituals. Of course you are. Your rituals is what is feeding the momentum that you have every single day. Now, these rituals might be, I don't know what kind of rituals. I would hope that they're rituals that are leading you into the light, right? They're leading you into power. They're leading you to become a big, tall, strong person. What are your rituals, right? What are they? Let me see. I've got a statement here. Let me see. Abel, welcome to the program. This is episode 110 of Sunday You Be Alive Power Hour with your host, Soldier of Self-Mastery. I like that. Sunday You Be Alive Power Hour. Sunday You Become Alive Power Hour. That's better than Sunday Night Alive Power Hour. Welcome to Sunday Night Alive Power Hour. Welcome to Sunday You Become Alive Power Hour. That's what this is about. This is the program for change now, today, right? We don't have time for changing tomorrow or yesterday. It's now. It's right here. So welcome to the program, Abel. Sean says you can move from those temptations. Yes, sir. Sean's 100% right. I'm agreement. Laura says Oklahoma has so many casinos. Laura, keep on trucking. Bye-bye. Keep on trucking, Laura. Just go right by it. Sean says, Abel, start watching more of Santos Rolon Soldiers of Self-Mastery videos right here. That's right. That's right, man. You know, I promise. Listen, this is no bullshit. I shouldn't be cursing on Sundays. God forgive me, but I know that His grace enables me to do what I do on a daily basis. And I'll tell you something about me. I'm permanently free. Either I'm crazy or I actually believe that. And it's actually happening in my life. All of those. I promise to help you get free. Listen, it costs me money. It costs me money to get to where I am today. And it may cost you money too. Somewhere along the line, you might have to invest in something. You may. Or you may be able to get yourself completely free utilizing the free stuff that I offer, or the no cost stuff that I offer, the free videos. I've got tons of videos. I've got over 900 videos, probably close to 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel. And there's a playlist that you can go there and you can kind of pick and choose. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. When you're on my playlist, when you're checking out my channels, don't think that you got to find a certain specific video, because I guarantee you any video that you land on is going to speak to your heart. It's going to give you ideas. And it's not because I'm so great of a person. It's not because I'm so smart. I'm so wise. I'm so great looking. You know, I have brown eyes and brownish hair. No, it's because I practice. I learn from others. And what is it? It's transferable. What I have is transferable. I mean, how can it be that I could live every single day without gambling? I get tempted, man. There's times that this time I smack my finger with the hammer, man. Have you ever smacked your finger with the hammer? That freaking hurts, man. Like heck. Man, you want to go to the casino after that one. No, you don't want to go to. Believe me, I've been in those situations. I go through it. But I'm determined. And I'm inspiring myself. I'm motivating. I'm coaching. I'm teaching. I am whatever it takes to me so that you can do the same thing for you, my friend. You can do it. There may be somebody in here that's really struggling bad. I don't know who you are. It could be, Was it fitness? One of you guys, or maybe a couple of you guys. Here's the thing, my friend. Day by day. Day by day. Don't worry about a week. Don't worry. Last week's gone. Last year's gone. It's 2021. It's 2021 coming already. Man, it looks like the sun's hitting me a little bit. So, again, in order to move away from the darkness of the jungle, the coldness, the jungle can be really good too, right? You can find bananas and you can find coconuts and you can find some pleasant animals in there, some really nice sights in the jungle. But in the jungle where you and I are, most of the time, we're fighting creatures. We're fighting figurative ideas and all of these things. And we, in order to get out, in order to fight, you have to find meaning. In order to find meaning, you got to spend time. You got to plug in. You got to watch the videos. You got to do the journaling. If it's one thing that you can find, to do for yourself, to help, get out of yourself, go serve somewhere, go support a mission someplace, give money. In fact, I didn't ask for love offerings today on this. If you're being supported by this program from this labor of love, offer a love offering. All right, this is a labor of love. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm asking you for your support. The information will be below, by the way, in the description box of the video. So I'm not going to sit here and beg you for money. I'll beg some of you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, if I'm helping you, right, support the mission. And it doesn't have to be financially. You can support the mission by sharing videos. You can support the mission by subscribing to this channel, by turning on your notifications, by inviting somebody, and by giving yourself permission from today forward, right? When's the time for change? Right now. The time for change is right now, right here, man. While you're excited, while you feel pumped up, while you feel like you can do it, man. Make a decision, right? I haven't gotten to the call of action yet. Pretty soon. But there's a couple of let me share this with you. Use your energies. Okay? You have energy. Trade your healthy energy for the darkness and those things that are drowning you. Trade those for the light and for the good things, right? Your energies. Trade one negative for the better one. Start trading. Or the healthy, right? Bad rituals. We talked earlier about bad rituals. If you have bad rituals that are feeding your momentum, trade them for good rituals that are going to feed your momentum, right? You're moving somewhere fast. You're moving somewhere fast. You're going to be in another week, in another month, in another 6 months, you're going to be somewhere. Are your rituals going to get you there to where you want to be? You got to have that vision. You got to have those steps in front of you. Right? Oh, I don't have any rituals. You're doing rituals right now. People say, I'm not disciplined. You are disciplined, my friend. You are. You are. Believe it. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Let me see. Abel says, I wish I could send a few bucks. Lost it all in gambling. Well, next time you get a few bucks, Abel, if I'm supporting you in some way, send them before you go to the casino. Because I tell you, I guarantee you that if you go to the casino, I'm going to make the strongest guarantee ever. The strongest guarantee ever. 100%. If you go to the casino and you don't win, you're going to lose all your money. So make sure that you support the mission. Buy a book or, do something. Do something. Even if you don't give to this mission, give to some charity, man. Do something. Get out of yourself. Give of your pay it forward, my friend. Some of you might be stuck. Oh, you're in the quicksand. You're in the mire. You're in the mud. Oh, get out of there. Okay, I'm going to be here for a few more minutes. And see, I play Grand Theft Auto in bed, $100 and lost it. Mark. Nahil Johnson. I want to send a special shout out to Nahil Johnson. Thank you for your support, Nahil. I don't know a whole lot about you, but I hope that you downloaded that book that we sent you. I believe Cephas was supposed to send you an electronic book. I hope you got it. Chris Chris I rock. It says, let me see, what does he say? He says, you're welcome. What's helped me? Fitness says, take it day by day, my friend. I said no this weekend when my buddies offered me $300. Yeah, some good buddies, huh? You should have took the money and run. Gamble to stay strong and fight every day. My buddies offered me $300. Okay, Nahil, I'll work on that. I'll talk to Cephas to see if he can send it. It's just an electronic version of my book. I figured, you know what, you've been supporting here and there, and I know some of you have supported, and I'm here to support you guys too. Now, we need to generate more income is what we need to do. I think we're going to start talking about more money ideas in a couple of episodes because we need to generate more money. I know Soldiers of Self-Mastery, we need to generate more income for this mission. There's projects that are on hold because Cephas needs to get funds to do certain things, and so we've got some things on hold, but I'm sure you've got some things on hold too, maybe with your business or with what it is that you're doing. We can find hope, we can find direction, we can find purpose, we can find meaning. All we have to do is take the time to ask ourselves questions. And that's really the call to action here on this program. When you're willing to sit down with yourself, when you are willing to sit down with yourself and ask yourself the questions, that's what needs to happen. Let me see if I got here. Where am I? Let me see. Where's my call to action, Santos? Come on now. Get it together here, man. I'm going to slap you on the toe if you don't stop it. Call to action. Easy peasy. This is the best option available, my friend. Write down. Your best option available is write down if it's important to you. Spend time alone, quietly asking yourself simple questions, my friend. Questions are the answers. Well, questions aren't the answers, they're the questions. But when you sit down with yourself, right, when you analyze, when you take some time and you ask yourself good questions. Now, Santos, what kinds of questions should I be asking myself? You know what you should be asking yourself. If you were coaching with me, I know what I'd be asking you. If you sat with me at a table or we were doing Skype video one-on-one, I know what I'd be asking you. So you have to get creative with the questions that you ask yourself, because questions lead to answers. And answers can lead to an emotional state. They can lead to an emotional impulse. A right answer can push you in the right direction. Would you agree with that? If you agree with anything with me on this program today? All right, my friends. I really, you see, zone in, zoom in. Go back to the lab. Right? If things aren't working, if you've lost sight of meaning, if you don't figure out, you know, what's my purpose, if you're still, hey, even if you've just started moving in that direction is better than no direction at all. Because eventually, if you stick with something, remember we talked about cybernetico, our minds, the subconscious part of our brain is like that missile. It finds its target, right? The cybernetical, the missile guides. It goes up and down. It goes around things. It might even dodge other missiles. But eventually, it finds its target. Eventually, it finds its target. And that's where your mind and my mind needs to be at. We need to be analyzing, and we need to be plugging into programs like this. We need to be watching videos. Sometimes it might take watching a video like this 3 or 4 times in order for you to get the juice that you need. And you got to squeeze the lemons in life. When life gives you lemon, like they say, gives you lemon, squeeze, make lemonade, right? I'm giving you these lemons, right? This is kind of a lemon, maybe, I don't know. Squeeze what you can out of it, man. You watched it once, watch it twice. I guarantee you, if you hang around, I guarantee you I'm going to help you get free. I'm going to help you get free, my friend. I'm going to help you get free, man. I'm declaring that. This year, 2020, I'm going to help many people get free because, Santos, that's a bold statement that you're making. Of course it's bold. It's bold because I'm doing it for myself every day. And if I can do it for me, 100 foot tall, 465 pounds, wrestler Santos, soldier Santos, who lives in the wilderness with all kinds of creatures with big teeth and long claws, hairy creatures that go bump in the night. I don't know what I say. You can do it too, my friend. All right, I'm getting ready to wind down here. Let me see. Can you stay a little longer? I can stay a little bit longer here. Yeah. Let me see. Laura says, I have no desire to gamble, although I did buy a lottery ticket for $5. Yeah, I used to buy those too. They were a waste. Keep on trucking, Laura. Bye-bye. When you see the casino, Laura, as soon as you see the big casinos, you start seeing the billboards, start talking to those things. Look at them. Yeah, right. You might even want to flip them the bird and then say, toodaloo, Jack. Bye-bye. You ain't getting me this time. You ain't getting me this time. Oh, man, the sun's getting in my way here. What's going on? I'm going to have to keep my notes. Now you guys are... Now I'm cheating. Okay. I'll hang out for a little bit longer. I see some people coming on, some people dropping off. That's okay. We'll stay here for a little bit longer. Jim Moto says, no discipline seems pleasant. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace who have been trained by it. Hebrews 12:11. Yes, yes, yes. You know, your good life is going to be, what do I say about this? You guys should know this one by now. Your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. Oh, man, I'm really blowing it this time, huh? Can I get it? Let me see if I can block. Yep. Your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders, my friend. There's always room for improvement within room for improvement. Remember that. Train your brain so that your brain trains you. Because if your brain is training you in the wrong sense, you know your brain trains you, right? Every day. If your rituals, your daily rituals. So let me see here. Let me see. What's going on? That voice in my head is telling me, Chris, the voice in my head is telling me it's too hot to do things outside today. That voice should be questioned. It's the one that led me to gamble. Exactly. Your intuition, my friend. That's called your inner dialogue, right? In fact, I think we were supposed to talk about, this episode was supposed to be about what are you communicating with yourself? Do you guys remember that? Santos, you could have had a V8, man. You didn't. You just remembered. What are you communicating with yourself? What's your language? What are your words saying? The way you dress, the way you walk, the way you think, what are you eating? How about exercise? Does exercise, I mean, even a little bit of exercise, just a little tiny bit of exercise is better than no exercise at all. Release the endorphins, not cortisol, right? You don't want to release cortisol. Cortisol is what you release into your body when you're stressing from running around in the casinos, or you're chasing that addiction that's destroying you, or whatever it is. You're releasing all kinds of cortisol. That's why people get really, really disrupted. They become like, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type people. You know what I'm talking about? I know you guys do. Deep House Tracks. Welcome to episode 110 of Sunday You Become Alive Power Hour. Sunday You Become Alive Power Hour. Are you guys becoming alive on this program? Or is it just me is it me that's becoming alive? That feels like, come on, Santos. I'm just excited. You know what? I'm excited that I'm no longer gambling. I'm excited that I'm defeating my traumas. I'm excited that I found some purpose in my life, some meaning in my life, man. The Soldiers of Self-Mastery movement. What is this movement about? It's about helping you realize. It's about helping you gain the strength, gain the victory. Relabel yourself. I label myself philosopher of everyday victorious living. Why do I call myself that? It sounds a little ridiculous in front of people. I don't care. I call myself soldier of self-mastery. Why do I call myself? Why did I relabel that? Why did I relabel myself that? In fact, I talk about this in the Little Red Book. Why did I relabel myself victory living coach, motivationer? Why do I label myself a solutionist, a problem solver? Why? Because that's the image that I want in my life. That's the person, that's the giant that I want to become. You see, you're going to become what you say, right? Whatever you want in the future, you have to start bringing it into your life now. If you want to find purpose, if you want to find meaning, you got to start planning now. Relabel yourself. Start labeling yourself something good. Get a label today. Put a label on yourself, whatever. Maybe you want to call yourself a soldier of self-mastery. I know somebody might be embarrassed to call themselves a soldier or soldierette because they don't feel like they're living the part. I don't care if you're living the part or not. Get that vision in your head is what you need to do. You want it? You got to do something for it. Right? If you want to create change, you have to do something different. Something different than what you're currently doing. Australia in the house. Perth. P-E-R-T-H. Perth. Let me see what else is going on here. Yes, I'm becoming alive with energy. Yes. Yes. I'm hitting home. Yes. You're pumping me up, Mark. Oh, I'm loving this. Sunday, remember, it's not going to be Sunday night Alive Power Hour anymore. It's going to be Sunday You Become Alive Power Hour. Okay, can you say that with me? Can you say that with me here on this episode? Sunday, You Become Alive Power Hour with your host, Soldier of Self-Mastery, a.k.a. Santos Jr., straight out of Stockton. Oh, man. Hey, have you guys haven't gotten a book? If you haven't gotten the book or give it away, the Little Red Book, I'm telling you, that's a good book. And it will help you. It'll challenge you, that's for sure. Give you a peek into my mindset. And sometimes I tell you, man, it's the truth, though. We live in a very, very dangerous, we live in a very uncertain world. From one day to the next, we don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen. We have to really conduct ourselves wisely. We have to carry ourselves very strongly, very confidently, very courageously. And there's times where we are going to take risks in life, right? We're going to take risks. But before you take those risks, make sure that you are doing your due diligence, doing your homework, right? Going into your prayer closet, asking God for wisdom, asking God for salvation. If it won't hurt to ask God for the master of this universe, right? Wisdom, salvation, and pray for others too. You want to say prayers for other people, your family, your spouse. These are the things. I'm not talking about going to church here, my friend. I don't want to get religious on anybody. I read the scriptures, as I said earlier. In fact, I'm always reminding myself of one main scripture that helps me out big time. For God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Of course, it says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear. That's 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. A sound mind. How many people do you know that have a sound mind? Think about that one. Don't put it on the screen, but think about it. How many people do you know that have a sound mind? Doesn't mean that everything is perfect around them, but you can tell that they have a sound mind. How many people do you know? Those are the ones that you want to hang around with. So let me see. Gladstone, Missouri. Abel says, Gladstone, Missouri. There is no solution when we pass away, but since we are alive, we still have hope for a better tomorrow. Yes, we do, Jim. Yes, we do. We have hope. When you look at the world, the world is very mysterious. When you look at the world, it is. There's a lot of uh, unsolved. How can I say this? There's a lot of unsolved mysteries in the world today that will probably never know. We'll probably never know about. We will never have the answer. There are things that you and I could be doing every single day to get us closer to where we want to be. As Jim said, we're alive today. The purpose. You and I have purpose. We have meaning. We're not just here to work at 7-Eleven, right? We're not just here to eat spaghetti and tacos on Wednesday. We're not just here to lose our lives in the casino or give our lives away to some really bad addiction. It doesn't have to be anything major like we think, oh, drinking and smoking, those are major. No, you know what? You can have a really bad attitude and that can destroy you, literally kill you. You can be in front of the right person at the wrong time or in front of the wrong person. If you have a bad attitude, it can cost you your life. That could be a horrible addiction that you want to overcome. I've learned to overcome traumas in my life, fears, insecurities. I'll share a little story with you. I remember when I was in high school, and you know in high school you have to go to, if you decide to join track and field, you have to go, right? Just like I tell you guys, you have to practice every day. If you want to get better, you have to practice. I remember, I don't know how I got onto the track, the track. I don't know how that happened, but somehow I got in there. And it was a mess. I don't think I was training every day, but the days that I was training by myself. In fact, I had no confidence. I had no courage. I remember one time I was in the gym by myself. I was a pole vaulter. You know what a pole vaulter is? Pole vaulter is the guy that runs with the long pole and he sticks it into the pit and that pole bends and it throws him over that like a line. It's not a line. It's like a whatever it is. Almost looks like an upside down goal. But anyways, I'm sure you know what it is. The pole vaulters, right? They run with the stick. At one point, I was running with that pole and I jammed it into the pit and my shirt got caught. I was up in the air, I don't know, 10, 12 feet, dangling around, and I fell. I didn't land on the mat. You're supposed to land on the mat, right? There's a big pad. Well, I didn't land on the pad. I landed on the wooden floor. You know the gym floors? Remember those gym floors? And I landed right into that metal area where it's called a pit. Nearly broke my neck. And I remember these things. First of all, we didn't even practice that much. But the days that I went to practice, it was like it was ridiculous. I joined the wrestling team. Listen, I had no courage. I had no confidence because of the trauma that I had gone through. I was gambling at the age of 14, rolling dice in the back with the older guys back there, fights breaking out, alcohol at the age of 14. And I joined the wrestling team. Again, I made a mess of myself. What was I thinking? What was I doing? I don't know. But I remember wearing those skin tight suits. I don't think I ever went to a wrestling match. I remember doing some practicing on some mats. I remember this one guy, his name was Robert, and he's still alive. He lives back in Connecticut. He invited me. Hey, Santos, man, he was a little guy like me. I think we had Napoleon complex back then. I don't know what I had. We joined the wrestling team. I'm glad that I didn't wrestle because I would have gotten humiliated probably in front of a bunch of people. So, again, what is the moral of those stories that I'm sharing with you? You must practice. You must practice being alone with yourself. You must practice journaling. These things are a must-have, by the way. It's not that you should just practice. These things are a must in your life. You must have these things working for you if you really want to do more for yourself. If you want to move in the best direction for your life in 2020. The journaling, the books, the writing, the mirror talks. When was the last time you got yourself in a dark closet and you closed your eyes and you started visualizing yourself of what it is that you wanted to do that day? When was the last time that you did something like that? You went into a closet, a dark closet or a bathroom, someplace big where you can and it's dark in there. And maybe you put a little bit of sound in the background, and you stood there and you closed your eyes and you started reminding yourself of where you're going today, what your plans are for that day, what visualizing. When was the last time you did something like that? I'm telling you, man, that's powerful. That's powerful. All right, my friends, I'm just about done here. I see we've gotten a few people, some conversations going on. Let me see. Master, you control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. Easier said than done. Deep House. Thanks for sharing. Mark says, is drugs and gambling the same? Well, to me, I can't judge anybody, Mark. I can't judge anybody because I have to judge myself. But if I was going to say, because of my experiences with both a little bit and alcohol, I would say, to me, addiction with gambling has been the worst. That literally basically broke me, was the addiction with gambling. We can control things, and even gambling, and I'm not advising to gamble because I don't think it's a wise idea. We have to learn to discipline. We have to learn to control ourselves, right? We can blame all of these things, the drugs, the alcohol, the smoking. No, it's a matter of the psycho-cybernetico, really. This is where the battle. James, I believe, chapter, the book of James in the Bible, in the New Testament says, I believe it's James chapter 1, it says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So we have to find the way to become single-minded. Again, how do we do that? By asking questions. By asking yourself good questions. By analyzing. You may need somebody to do this with. You may be able to do it by yourself. You may need somebody. You may need somebody that is ahead of you. Somebody that whoever that person may be. That's one of the reasons why I offer coaching. I offer one-on-one coaching. But you can do this. Again, it may cost you a little bit of money. It may cost you time. It's going to cost you both. But believe me, I know where I've come from. And if I can do what I'm doing every single day, and I continue to do in the middle of the jungle that I find myself in. Sometimes, man, I find myself in the middle of a mud pond, just up to my neck, up to my ears in mud, right? Just barely grasping a little. Do you ever feel like that? That's the way I feel like that, man. That's the truth. But immediately, I get out of it. I've disciplined myself to the point where I see it coming, I smell it. Well, sometimes sometimes you fall into it. It's not your fault, right? Due to unforeseen circumstances or the problems with other people. Sometimes you can just find yourself at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Too close for comfort, my friends. All right, let's see what's going on here. I see Deep House is busy. Meditation Master. Robert Pope. Hey, I just turned on the video and it's almost over. Almost over. We'll go for a little bit longer here. I know this has been a long live stream. I'm usually at home in my office when I'm doing this, but today I'm on the road. So this has worked out very well. Now I know I can do this out on the road. Yeah! Yeah. I'm blocking the sun, by the way. Can we choose to judge ourselves in the most positive way and recognize that we have good abilities despite failures and shortcomings, and remind ourselves we have had victories before and use them? That's a great analogy, Jim. That's wonderful. One of the rituals that I enjoy today more than ever is, like I just told you, I go into my closet. I do this at least, well, I do it once a day. I know that for sure. I go into a dark closet and I close my eyes. Man, when you close your eyes, it really does something to you. It almost puts you in a whole different world inside yourself, is what it does. You know, when you close your eyes. Of course, I'm doing it right here. And also, when you limit noise, you get yourself in a very, very quiet place and you begin reminding yourself of who you are and what it is that you want to do with your life. Again, it goes against the grain because your emotional state and your subconscious, it may not be there yet. It may not be there. All you may have is the failures and the feeling of defeat. That's all you may have. But yet, you've come to this program, so I highly commend you for being here. If you're on this program and you've been with me, then you have desire and you have discipline. So there's no excuse, right? There's no excuse. All you have to do is go do those things for yourself. Start today. Start right now. What do I say about this program? This program is the Change Now program. It starts right here. It starts right now, my friend. Don't wait till you go again. Oh, I'm going to go. You know what? It's tax season. It's one thing that I wanted to bring up. It's tax season. You know how many foolish mistakes people are going to be making over the next couple of weeks and months because of tax season? Come on, friends. Don't lose it, man. Spend it on your children. Buy something for yourself. Give to a charity that is in need somewhere before you lose all of it. And then, you worked hard all year, your income tax check. Come on, my friends. I had somebody tempting me the other day about income tax check and all this. And I just reminded the income tax season. That's temptation season. You know what I mean? Temptation time, man. Yeah. Robert Pope says, these are the last days and you will get radically worse without Christ. I believe that you will get radically worse. I believe that we are in a battle against ourselves. You are in a battle against your sin nature. And I truly believe that for me, it's God's grace. I'm here because of his mercy. I'm speaking because of his grace. I'm breathing because of his mercies. I truly believe that, man. I don't hold, I'm becoming more and more aware of that these days. Journaling and my books and all these videos and all these other things, those are secondary. Those are third things. For me, it's the Bible, number one, and prayer. Honestly, every morning. Along with all the other crazy stuff that I do. Yes, Vince, this is really live, my friend. This is really honestly live. This is Santos Jr., straight out of Stockton, a.k.a. Soldier of Self-Mastery, Philosopher of Everyday Victorious Living. I'm one crazy mofo, like Anthony Robbins said. Yes, it is live. You got a question or something? I found this by pure coincidence. No, you didn't, my friend. You did not find this by coincidence. It is by design that you found this, my friend. Another tab. I'm squeezing my heart, wondering what I am doing, and here this pops up in my suggestions. Wise up because the casinos are dark. Exactly. You have a question, Vince? You have an observation, my friend? Where are you from? I'm from Stockton, California. I'm the founder of Soldiers of Self-Mastery Movement. And I'm helping folks with addictions, with traumas, with fears, make more money. Santos, you can help me make more money? Of course I can. Are you doing it? I'm working on it every day. Making money is a mindset, my friend. It's not so much about a job or a business. It's about a mindset, because the right mindset will lead you to where the money sources are and how to bring money into your life. It's a process. It's a discipline. You ask any billionaire, you ask any millionaire, they'll tell you the same thing. It's a mindset. It's discipline. It's a work in progress until you see the results, until you see the rewards of what it is that you want. It's not overnight success like we believe with casinos. See, that's one of the lies about the casino, because, it can give you an overnight success, but it can also destroy you within 30 minutes. Sorry, Santos, I fell asleep. Wilson, hey, you got to get a new electronic rooster, my friend. Get a new electronic rooster that wakes you up at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays. Says, hey, Santos's program is on. The electronic rooster will tell you that, hey, Santos's program is on. Wilson, time to get up. I'm from New York. All right, Vince, thank you for the subscription. I'm from Willie. You know what? I'm from Connecticut myself. Originally from Puerto Rico. I was born in Puerto Rico, but I grew up in Hartford, Connecticut. So I know where you're from. Well, I know where New York is. I have family there. And I have family in New Haven, in Willimantic, and in a couple of other places. So welcome to the broadcast, man. I'm here every Sunday, by the way. I'm here every Sunday and at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we talk about different things. I take on your questions. I'm hoping somebody will really challenge me one of these days. Simply winning doesn't cut it. No, Vince, it doesn't, because it puts you further into the trap is what it does. When you win in the casino, when you win cards, when you win with the horses, or the pokies or the bookies or whatever, there's all kinds of different. Some of these guys from London, they call me from London, they call me from Australia, and they call it the bookies or the pokies, whatever that is. Animals, sports betting, it's all. If you're not a professional in that and you're losing money, that's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the professional that makes money, that plays his cards. I'm not talking to him. He's got his own. Adriana Gonzalez, welcome to episode 110 of Sunday You Be Alive Power Hour with Soldier of Self-Mastery. That's what the name of this program is now. Sunday You Become Alive. Come on, Santos, you get out of it. Sunday You Become Alive Power Hour with your host, Soldier of Self-Mastery. That's what this program. Sunday You Become Alive Power Hour. We're talking about trauma. We're taking on fear, right? I don't know about you guys, man, but I get excited when I start thinking about possibilities to generate more money, to give to charities. I give to this orphanage in Pakistan. I give to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I give to paralyzed veterans every month. I've been giving to those charities and others every month for the last couple years, and I want to do more. I want to give more. Of course, I can only give of what I have. That's why I tell people, look, when you pay it forward, when you give, it has a way of changing your life. It has a way of coming back to you, my friends. That's why I ask you guys, support the mission, support the mission. Let me see. Here is already Monday. Welcome to Monday, Plamba 92. Yeah, Monday's here. Slow CZ, Gamble has really destroyed me. Hey, welcome to the program, guys. I see some new people on here. Welcome, Slow CZ. Gamble has really destroyed me. I work 7 days a week and I can't stay without a betting day. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend, but here's the good news. I'm doing it every single day. After 32 plus years of that freaking nightmare keeping me in the dark jungles with wild creatures, I made it out. I made a decision a couple years ago. It was a little bit of a battle fighting those really weird fire-breathing dragons in the midst of the jungle, but I defeated them, and here I am today, helping you believe. The sun, man, look at the sun. The sun's really shining. I gotta try to block it a little bit here. I'm gonna be here for a little bit longer. It looks like, man, we've been here an hour. So stick around. Slow CZ, subscribe to this channel. I guarantee you I'm gonna help you if you hang around. Hey, I promise to transfer whatever I got in me that keeps me going every single day out of the casinos, away from fear, away from all these things. You know what, man? I used to be such a coward, man. At times I am a little bit. I still feel cowardish. But I've overcome all that. I wouldn't be here in front of you if I was. So what I'm doing is working, my friend. What I'm doing is keeping me out of the casinos permanently. Permanently. I got to say that again. What I'm doing is keeping me out of the casinos permanently. It's helping me build a future. It's helping me have purpose. It's helping me have meaning again in my life, in this world of uncertainty. Peace of mind. I can smile and feel good about myself when I get paid, when I bring in income, or when I give it away. right? We're not going to take it with us. Buy things, use it, help charities. You're not going to take it with you. You're not. You should plan, right? We don't plan to fail. We don't plan to fail. We fail because we don't plan. This year, 2020, we should have some good direction going for ourselves. So, the Pookies, yeah, 4 days of the week. Deep House Tracks. Now down 2 days. Slow Ceasy says, I lost everything all in the name of gambling. I make money and gambling takes all in a second. That's true. That's true. That's true. See? Let me see. Jim says there's an infinite number of truths and realities, and we have the ability to choose what kind of thinking we want to construct in our own reality. That's right. That's right. Think about it. Whoa. Think about it. You are creating your own reality. That's what I'm doing. And let me tell you something. It's not easy. It's not. It's work. It's work every single day. It's become fun. It is challenging at times, but I noticed that my future is becoming what I've been talking about the last couple of years, little by little. So if you want to create, think about it. The future, if you talk about the things that you're facing and the things that are basically controlling your life, or the things that you're challenged with, if you talk about those things over and over and over, that's going to keep you, that's going to create your future. When you begin to start talking about the opposite, right? If you really want to stop something, all you got to do is focus on the opposite of it. It is simple to say. It's a little bit more difficult to do, but it's doable, right? Really, people say, I don't know what to do, man. They're drowning in debt. They're losing their marriage. I don't know what to do. Whatever you're doing, do the opposite. That makes sense? It makes perfect sense to me, man. And that's what I teach people, man. Do the opposite. Do the opposite. Let me see. Thank you for sharing. Jesse, keep coming to this channel until it sinks into your mindset. Thank you, Jesse. I agree with you. Deep House Tracks. Make sure you subscribe, my friend. Slow Easy. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so that whenever I go live. All right. Welcome to Remember to Guard Your Privacy. Okay. Let me see here. All right, my friends. I'm going to give you guys the floor a little bit here. I'm getting ready to wind down. I've said enough, man. I've said enough. I want to thank all of you guys that are here on this broadcast with me today. This is broadcast 110. Next week will be broadcast 111. Listen, if you have something that you want to share live, you want to do an interview with me, maybe you've got an idea, maybe you have something that you can help other people make money with. You have an idea. Or you have a victory in your life. You want to share your story. I'd love to interview you. I'd love to find out where you're from, where you're at. We could do that live right here next Sunday or the following Sunday. All you have to do is send me a message. Send a message to the links below, soldiersofselfmastery.com. Or you can actually find my message, my email right here on YouTube. It's truly been an honor. It's been an hour. It's been an honor today, my friends, to have been with you. Once again, another day of no gambling. Tomorrow's not here yet. Make up your mind. Find that place where you can be alone with yourself and analyze and zone in, right? Take that microscope that you have and turn it into that 20 times microscopic on your situation and look for the solutions in your situation. So go back to the lab, turn on your microscope, look at your problems, look at these areas of your life that you're troubled with, scrutinize them, analyze them, begin to set a plan, and go forward with that, my friend. You can start today, right here, right now. All right, that's it. That's all I've got. Thank you, Jim, Slow CZ, Plamba, 92, Vince, Deep House Tracks, Jesse, Laura, Mark, Wilson, Adriana Gonzalez. Thank you for being with us. Nahil, and I hope I didn't forget anybody. There might have been a few people here that might have come and gone. Chris, Robert, and the others that have come. I'll be here next week, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Sunday, You Become Alive Power Hour. I'll be your host. Peace.